Good morning.
Good morning.
It's my honor to be here today. I'm Tina from Panda Express. We're literally just down the street, and it's my honor to be here and share a little bit with you on what we do to give back to our community. As a family-owned organization, the spirit giving is deeply rooted in our culture. One of our Panda's core value is giving. It states that we give our time and resources to support each other and our community. And our Panda Care's mission is to bring hope to children in need. Our purpose is to foster the spirit giving at Panda Restaurant Group by serving the health and education needs of underserved children. And for health focus, first is charitable care to fund uninsured underserved children, equipment to provide life-saving devices, education to educate for healthy living, research for advanced treatment. Every year, we help millions of children to find courage, strength, and passion to thrive. Through our partnership with Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, we help 10 million children to live better. And we raised over $37.8 million and donate that to the hospital. And in total, we support 128 hospitals across the country. For education focus, we focus on the whole academic journey to prepare and develop today's students into tomorrow's leaders, from elementary school to college. For education journey for underserved children, our focus for K-8 is to focus on building a whole person foundation for academic journey. And it's through our leadership skills and academic literacies. We understand that high school students need the assistance for their applications to apply for college. So we provided college advisors to help them to go to college. For college success, our team provides scholarship to ensure that they success in college. And this is how our spirit of giving is alive in action at Panda. Giving starts within ourselves. Our associates volunteer their time and serve our delicious orange chickens and our Walk Smart vegetable dishes to underserved children in the community. Each year, we serve over 300 events and serve over 100,000 children across the country. Not only we provide our volunteer times, we also provide resources. Our associates don't donate part of their paycheck through our employee giving campaign to support our local children's hospital. And 90% of our associates join this campaign every year. Fundraising at our leaders conference. At Panda, whenever there is we have a gathering as a large group, we always wanted to pay it forward and share our blessing with our community. At our annual conference last year, we were able to donate $200,000 in 3 days to give it to a local children's hospital in San Diego. Giving is about getting everyone involved. Annually, Panda hosts an annual golf tournament, and that's when we invite our business partner to partake on our spirit giving, and as a whole, as a team, we share our missions and serve our community to continue to help underserved children in health and education. Giving in our store level. We have the platform in our 2,000 restaurants across the country. We took the opportunity to invite our guests in giving. In the store level, when you come to our restaurant and purchase a meal, our associate will invite the guests and donate $1 or round up to the nearest dollar to give it to support the health and education of underserved children. And when you make that donation, our associate will ring the bell, ding, 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 and the whole entire restaurant, the crew will shout out, thank you. And this is a way that we acknowledge our guests for their generosity. This bell we call the bell of hope, and there's more meaning to it. At the Children's Hospital, when a child is finishing a life-saving treatment, they get to ring the bell. So every time when the bell is ring in our store, it symbolizes a child's life has been saved. So next time when you're at Panda Express, when you make that donation, you are making a difference to someone's life, and you are making a difference to children in our community. In time of need, we step up to support disaster relief. Last year, of recent year, there are so many disasters across the globe and our nation as well. Just name a few: hurricanes, Vegas shooting, Northern California fires, or in our nearby wildfire. Our associates volunteer their time and provide a delicious meal to the first responders as well as shelters. In particular, I'd like to highlight our Hurricane Harvey relief effort with Hsing and Red Cross. So last year, we launched a 3-week campaign from August to September. In total, in the store level, we raised $2.6 million. And from our Panda Cares Foundation, Peggy and Panda Restaurant Group, we donated $1 million. In total, we raised and donated $3.6 million, and that money was split between Hsing with $1.8 million and American Red Cross $1.8 million. And here's a picture of the check presentation. We're so honored to be able to work with so many great organizations such as Hsing to continue to give back to our community. At Panda, we will continue and inspire and foster the giving culture. One person, one interactions, and one community at a time. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Tina. I think this concludes my speech and also Tina's experience. I think spirit of giving is the core values of Buddhism, because we say this word is emptiness. Actually, when the meaning of emptiness basically reminds us we don't own anything. We want to give, and give means sharing whatever we have. So we work together to inspire all the people to enjoy the spirit of giving. Then it will show the impact of giving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Kay, and thank you very much, Tina, for a wonderful presentation. You know, as an organization like Hsing requires resources. In addition to what we collect on the streets, and also from our own volunteers, businesses like Panda and their foundation like Panda Care help us. And so as a team, we can help more people. Sometimes people ask me, they say, oh, Hsing, you guys are not a Buddhist organization. You are a charity organization. So actually, the answer to that is, the Master asked us two things. One, we give without expectation of return. Now giving, everybody can do. Red Cross does giving. But we must give without expectation of return. The giving part accumulates merits. That's the merit part. And then without expectation of return, that's the wisdom part. That's a difficult part. So the second thing is, Master asks us, all the volunteers has to personally deliver the goods, whatever that we offer to the needy, personally, with respect, like Brother Kay just showed, 感恩, 尊重, 爱, gratitude, respect, and love. So this part is Buddhist. This part is very Buddhist. So this is a way to train our volunteers in both giving up the merit and accumulate wisdom. Giving is the first of the 6 paramitas of the Mahayana practice. So this takes us very nicely into our next speaker. Brother Jin Chen. He's going to share with us how practicing 6 parameters can help manage challenges in business. Brother Chen is an accountant by training and Chief Financial Officer of the International Buddhist Education Foundation. Please.
Mr. Otto Chen, the president of the Investor West, and Andy Carl, the sponsor and the chair of this forum. Today's forum is for business and Buddhism. So I'd like to use my training as a CPA and also my volunteering work at the Buddhist International to share how the 6 parameters we can apply that for the business challenge. Earlier, Dr. K, he is a successful business person. He's a physician and also the Panda organization. You know, these businesses are successful. However, if a business without challenge means the business is going downward. A business has to have challenge so they can grow. So I'd like to share my own experience on how applying the 6 parameter to my business as a CPA. And if you have ever prepared your tax return, you expect that someday IRS is going to knock your door, say, hey, how are you doing? So they want to come to audit you. And most people, when they receive that notice, they will feel scared. They are angry, they are unhappy. Why I'm the one to pick up? So I want to explain how I use the 6 parameter to successfully overcome the business challenges on the IRS audit. Before that, I want to briefly explain the 6 parameter. The number 1 is a giving, which earlier sessions has talked about a lot. But I want to talk in a different way. Besides the material, I want to introduce to everybody about the 4 givings that the Grandmaster Hsing taught us. Giving people hope, giving people confidence, giving people convenience, and giving people joy. I will apply that to this IS audit. Then on the discipline. In the IS audit, we have to really apply the discipline. For example, I know a case, one banker, when he get audited, talking about his donation to a charity, he donated $50. But he actually donated $50, but he changed the record to show $500. For a teeny $450, he lost his pension. He is a banker because after that, also he fight with IS auditor. So he fight with that, and then the IS auditor get mad. So put him as a criminal penalty. So he cannot practice a banker anymore, and he almost at retirement age, he's lost his pension. So in an audit, we have to really follow discipline. Then talking about the patience. Patience means is accept. You have to accept the fact that IS audit you. Why you get audited? Because you must have done something wrong. That's why they come to see you. So now you have to review what you have done wrong and try to minimize the damage. That's the business challenge. Okay, so I want to talk about that one. Then the number 4 is the diligence. You have to really work hard to prepare for the audit. And I want to share one of my successful points. IS auditor or any auditor, when they come to audit you, they always give you a list, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most CPAs don't care about that sequence, but I spend extra care to prepare the document according to his sequence. We're talking about self-ego. He has his ego. So this time, you as a taxpayer, you have to really respect his ego, and if you do that, that's how I successfully work for my client. When I prepare that, auditor says they have never had this kind of response for a CPA. I do it very nicely according to what he needs. However, I have to focus. The fifth one is we have to have a focus, the concentration. I only prepare what he needs. I don't prepare anything extra. Okay, the last one is wisdom. So we have to understand why we are audited, why and how we are going to face the challenge. Then we can successfully conclude the audit. Okay, now I'm going to do it one by one. When we receive the notice, you have to understand why you're audited. And then anything wrong, you have to admit it. Because if you admit it, the auditor will think you are honest. Then he will limit his scope of the audit. Actually, I have experience with the auditor. They trust me so much, so I have a repeat audit with the same auditor. So he really trusts me. And then later on, he really limit the audit scope. And I have a real experience I want to share. This my client. They are so happy that I have done the audit successful for them. So last year at the University of West, I'm involved with a 2+2 scholarship program to help the people, the students from Taiwan. The university, we have the brother sister college in Taiwan. They come to here as 2+ program. I want to have some chest fund for that scholarship. Therefore, I go to one of my clients, say, hey, can you please donate $100,000 to this program? Do you know how much he gave me? $200,000. Double of what I asked, because I have done the audit successful for his company. So, this is how I apply the 6 parameter to do it, okay? So, then when I start doing the audit, I have to, besides prepare a document for them, I need to prepare a nice environmental for the auditor. Also, I need to be friendly with him. I don't treat him as an enemy. Of course, I don't treat him as a friend, I have to be, nicely to him and, respect him. Then we develop a good working relationship. So we are on business. Nobody is hating anybody. We are just working for the goal. I also respect that he's come here to do his job. I want to help him to do his job. So then after that relationship, then we can really limit the scope and then successfully finish the audit. So what I want to say is, these 6 parameters really can help us to cope with the business challenges. And then we can really have a happy, what didn't show any, sorry. Oh, somebody do that for me, huh? Okay. Yeah. We can finish the audit. I can finish the audit to limit the damages. Then we can have the money saved to help the our Buddhist goal, which is to help the society. And if the business cannot meet the challenge, cannot taking care of the challenges, they cannot be profitable. They don't have the fund to support a great goal for helping the society. And then, but besides the material donation, I like to talk about more on those, on those Buddhism part. We have to really relate what we learn from the sutra to our daily life. Earlier sessions, yes, they talk about to helping people, which is great, really great. But we also need to understand how are we going to apply that to our daily life, because we want to live happy want to live happily, and we can achieve our liberation someday. Okay, that's my sharing with everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Chen, for sharing your wonderful experience with us. Next, we're going to have a question and answer session. Would the speakers of this morning please come up here? And in the audience, you have any questions you want to pose to the speakers, including myself, we'll be more than happy to answer for you. Anything that maybe even on your IRS audit, you can ask our Brother Chen how to handle